this time, but not right for the next generation. But you at least need to have that information and decide whether to apply it or not, instead of just dismissing it as if you're the person that was there for 2 weeks. And you see homeless people right now, and for a while I think I talked about this, I was giving out homeless packets and certain things, and because I'm always trying to help the poor, and I started thinking, okay, this is okay, but it's good for certain things, but I don't think it's going to accomplish anything. Though I will always help somebody in need, especially if they come to me directly. But I don't want to be that enabler, and I want to separate the homeless that are really down and out versus the people that just live a lifestyle. And the only way they could live that certain lifestyle is to be homeless. That is not good for society. And why I think this way is because I've been around long enough. I'm that turtle that's been around for 110 years. Yes, I sound really good for being over a century old. But I do have enough gray in my beard to probably pull it off. So you see these homeless people, and they come around, and like I was just telling somebody, like LA used to be super bad, like in the early 90s. Remember those Blood, Crips, and all this stuff, and now you go to LA, downtown LA, and it's not bad, or at least 5 years ago, it's starting to with the homeless again, and where a younger person would say, oh yeah, help this guy, he's down and out, but an older person tends to say, look, once this homeless thing gets bad, the crime comes, the drugs, the problem, and then 20 years later, somebody's going to be elected on cleaning up the city. So that's where wisdom is like, hey, I do appreciate you're trying to help, but we need to work on these families to make sure they don't raise homeless people. The police do need to bang on the park benches and say, hey, no sleeping here. So it doesn't create an environment that stuff grows. And you have to detour it. There are people that are down and out, I'm sure, but it's few and far between, and we can't base our policies off of the exceptions, because the rules are the ones that create the society. Because we can handle exceptions, we could deal with that. We could pick it up as churches and community groups, but the societies that change, we can't absorb it. We have to do what's smart and what's good for society, even though it doesn't sound good on some individual cases. But what sounds worse is having a society that doesn't reflect why we are the greatest country, what we go to war for. So let's just all be smart about it, be wise about it. But I'm talking to the older people too that said, hey, remember we all hated Elvis. We thought, oh, Elvis moved too much below the hips, and you can't base things on emotion, because ultimately that's not wise either. Speaking of wise, I wonder if the owner of Budweiser ever thought about changing it to Bud Dumber.